Alan Honey, would you agree this year has been a box office disaster? I blame that on bad release slates, too many big releases in 1 month. No, I wouldn't call it a disaster because we've already had 2 movies make $1 billion. So in the post-COVID era, post-COVID means after COVID started. In the post-COVID world, already having $2 billion films, that's a good thing. Creed 3 did great. The new Scream movie had solid numbers. Megan way overperformed. There's a lot of movies that did great. Now, what hasn't done great are a lot of these like manufactured blockbusters. The movies that these big IP franchise movies the studios assume are going to make $1 billion. So they spend $300 million on them. They market them like crazy. And a lot of those have underperformed. So Fast X, Little Mermaid, Flash, Mission Impossible, I guess even Haunted Mansion. A lot of these films that you go, looks like that's going to lose money. But most of them, the reason they're going to lose money is because they spent way too much money. They made a $300 million film. And when you make a $300 million film, using our formula again to be profitable, 2.5 times your budget, $300 million film, okay, you got to make $850 million to be profitable. That's tough. Or whatever, 750, whatever it is. The number is, that's really tough to do. When you have to make $800 million to be profitable, and you put such big expectations on the shoulders that these movies start to crumble. I think the overcrowded market was part of it, but it's a little bit difficult. So the people keep saying the reason Mission Impossible did poorly is because Barbenheimer took all of its thunder. So it was so crowded that Mission Impossible just got drowned out in a busy summer. But you have to keep in mind, the thing that made the summer busy, that there were too many movies, Mission Impossible being released didn't hurt Barbie and Oppenheimer at all. So you have to flip it around. Does this logic go both ways? So Barbenheimer, no one is saying, oh man, imagine how much more money they would have made if it wasn't so busy. I've heard no one say that. But they are saying Mission Impossible didn't make more money because it was so crowded. So I don't think that answer is as fulfilling as some people want it to be. I think it's missing something in there of the user behavior is a little bit more tied to they want something different. And the 7th Mission Impossible film, the 5th Indiana Jones film, the 10th Fast and Furious film, the 20th live action remake, that's not fresh, new, and different. Barbie felt like something new and different. And Across the Spider-Verse was this wild, different experience. They're not as excited about multiverse anymore. The novelty of just doing multiverse doesn't sell $500 million worth of tickets anymore. I think it's more that. Now, too many movies, people can only buy so many tickets. There's only so many screens. So I don't want to say it. I'm not totally diminishing that idea. But it's not the only factor that matters in my mind. I don't think it's the primary one. Because people in a still crowded marketplace went bonkers for Barbie. Oppenheimer way overperformed. 7th movie in this franchise underperformed. So I think it's that other things you have to factor in too. But yeah, I wouldn't call it a disaster. I am looking to do a video, whether a podcast or some other things, called like the Summer of Flopbusters, diving into it. And I'll probably have some other people on to talk through kind of what all the things that we think this was the Summer of Flopbusters, $300 million supposed blockbusters that underperformed. But so I'll have a lot more to say on that. That's hopefully maybe a little bit cleaner than what I said here. Most of these clips are pulled from my weekly Patreon live stream. Join at any level and you can join the chat and ask all the questions you want. That's for as little as $2 per month. For $5 per month, you can get your name on my end card. For $25 per month, you can have a monthly video chat with me. Link is in the description for more details, and keep talking movies and TV too much.